Hello there, everybody. And today, for Batman the Animated Series, I'm reviewing Dreams and Darkness. So, this is where Batman wakes up in Arkham Asylum, but for unknown reasons. And we actually get a flashback of what happened. Batman was apparently tracking down a group of criminals at some warehouse, and they were using some gas that accidentally got leaked during the fight. And when Batman arrives home, he ends up hallucinating, and he mistakes Alfred for being the Joker. And while Batman was patrolling in the Batmobile, it accidentally crashes, causing Batman to be sent to Arkham. And that's where he wakes up in a street jacket, asylum jacket, basically. And the doctor is there to investigate what could be going on with Batman's psyche. And he starts to say how Scarecrow's got a fear toxin and the Joker could be back or something like that. But Batman's trying to piece together everything that has happened while also trying to get his psyche back. And he starts to have visions of what happened throughout his life. He sees his parents. He sees all the villains like morph into like some gigantic creature, and we even get this nice shot of the Joker walking into the scene. They didn't get Mark Hamill to voice the Joker in this episode for some reason, but that laugh was definitely creepy. I guess they only did it just because it was only a split-second scene. But what really works about this episode, we've kind of seen this done in other Batman medias after this episode. For example, in the Batman Telltale series, spoilers, Batman ends up getting drugged during an assembly, and he is sent to Arkham. But I bet they got inspiration from this episode. But it's nice to have an episode where we learn of Batman's greatest fears, psyches, and it all leads up to it's revealed to be Scarecrow's behind the whole thing. Even when Batman tried to encounter the goons, he ended up almost losing the fight. But when we do learn it's Scarecrow, it actually makes a lot more sense. I think this episode's a lot better than the other Scarecrow episode that we saw him in last time. But when Batman does piece together that it is Scarecrow, when he does find his way out of his street jacket, but he's having more hallucinations, we see Robin show up again, and we actually hear Lauren Lester's voice as Robin taunt Batman, and we see all the villains morph even into Poison Ivy. That's meant to scare Batman. But when Scarecrow shows up, he ends up revealing his plans, and Batman tries to stop them, but he starts to fear more hallucinations. But eventually he's able to fight it through and switch off the device that Scarecrow has latched onto. Apparently he's going to release this fear toxins. We've seen this kind of storyline later in the Batman Arkham games, where Scarecrow's the main villain and he threatens to use a fear toxin bomb. It's kind of similar to that. And it also be used in the Dark Knight trilogy. So I'm pretty sure those two Batman medias took inspiration from this episode, honestly, if you really think about it. But Batman's able to fight through the hallucinations. He stops Scarecrow, and he ends up inflicting the gas onto Scarecrow, and it ends with Jonathan Crane in Arkham. And he's also in a street jacket, and he's unmasked, and he ends up freaking out about his own fears. So this episode was definitely really good. It shows a more creepy side to Batman and his greatest fears, and it just shows that Batman has a true heart towards the people of Gotham, even if he's under the influence of Scarecrow. Like I said, this is a better episode for Scarecrow, in my opinion. I wasn't expecting him to be the villain of this episode. I've always remembered this episode where Batman's in a street jacket, and I wonder what that was all about. And now I finally know, since I think this is actually the first time I've seen this episode, since I am watching this show in chronological order of the DCAU timeline. So I'd probably give this episode, why not a 10 out of 10? It's a really great episode. I think the next episode is a Poison Ivy episode. I'm excited to talk about that episode for sure. So I don't got anything else to say. So with that being said, thanks for watching. I'll see you all next time.